I'm real excited too to, especially to look at this prototype right here.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. Got him. Woo! Come on in, guys. My name is Delvis, and I'm the owner and designer of High Heat Outdoors. I'm from a small town in deep South Texas. I love the outdoors, but I especially love my wife, my son Lucas, and our boy Spider. I invite you to hang out with us as we clay shoot, meet up old friends, hunt, and fish. And how can we forget that food? Man, look at those tacos. So take in those sights and enjoy our crazy adventures along with us. And who knows, you might even learn a thing or two. You'll slowly get to know who I am as a father, an artist, and a businessman. We're so happy you're here, and welcome to High Heat Outdoors. All right, man. So how you doing today, Ben?
Doing good, bro. It's so good to be down here, man. It's good to see you, dog. Yeah, man.
It's been
well overdue.
Let's see.
I've actually seen more birds flying this weekend than I had the whole dove season. Just because I'm in South Texas versus up in Central Texas. I got to make a couple of stops on the way down. Of course, you and I had this on the books. So on the way down, I thought I'd make a couple other handshakes, and I got to do that. Got to meet with Team Unexpected. They're going to be they're going to be booking some hog hunts in the George West area. And just look them up on all social media. They got some good stuff. They got some really great packages, man. They got a camp out there with, so they're putting people on hunts. And what they do is they specialize in like green light and thermals.
Okay.
So they provide everything, man. You can go up, show up there. They get you dinner. They make sure that you leave with your field dress, your hog, send you home quartered up on ice. And you know what I mean? They put you on it. Yeah, I know. They put you on an experience that you can't believe. So
dude, that is sweet.
Great pricing too. So I think it's going to be great working with those guys and helping them promote their business and getting them going. So hopefully, it translates into more awareness of our businesses together, and we all, get to do more things for the community as well and all that stuff. So they do some pretty cool stuff, So.
And you know what? That's always a thing that I've admired about you, man. You're always down to collaborate. You're always down to help the guy next to you. Like even for me, for example, you're the one that asked me those hard questions that I just wanted to be asked, because it was just like, oh, okay, big deal. It's a freaking Mezquite shirt. Who cares? I mean, there's a lot more to it.
It's a big deal, man.
Just that.
I had an appreciation for the time and the effort that you put into it. And I think that's what people don't understand is, as a consumer, you're just buying what someone's presenting to you, right? But what you don't understand is like how much time and effort goes into the research, the trials, the errors, I've experienced with so many different, t-shirt makers and hat companies and all that you got to put money into that, right, and time, and all that, and the customer they just see the end result, and I had an appreciation with just asking you those questions to see what kind of, work went into it, the thought process, and, why Mezquite, of course, that was what got me, me all in, was like, first time I saw Mezquite on some camo out here. And then we talked about how, like, man, you're right, dude. Everywhere you go is mossy oak and real tree and all these other camo prints that are really not conducive to the areas where we hunt in. So, and then, the material in itself, having to get my hands on it, wear it, go hunting it, go fishing in it, go, like I said, I've gotten rained on it, dried off in it, and I was like, man, this material is that kind of material. So I had a real good appreciation for the product itself, and then getting to meet you and getting you to ask you those questions really got me to understand and respect that hustle, because, just talking to you about it, I got to understand how much work went into, getting you there.
This meetup between Cast and Blast and High Heat Outdoors was 2 years in the making. Just kind of sending text messages back and forth, phone calls, and that sort of thing. until this one very day where we actually met up face to face, in person, and we just got to talk, man. For me, Ben just comes across as someone who is genuine, someone who is sincere, and someone who's motivated. And I really admire that about him. We had a couple of things planned out for the day. Robert from Los Girasoles Ranch was kind enough to let us hang out on his beautiful 400-acre ranch. But before we went out there, we had to make a pit stop and get some supplies.
Cool, man. This place is nice, bro.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my go-to right here. Excuse me.
He said he could hear me, but he couldn't see me.
Who? This guy?
Got the camo on.
Hanging out with Ben just felt so natural, man. I felt like I'd known the guy for years. Like we had been best buds since high school or something like that. He was charming and impressionable with people, complete strangers, and I think that's a testament to him. He's just that type of guy. He's that type of person who is just friendly and he's welcoming. One of the things that, really attracted me to him was that. His willingness to accommodate. While we were there, we ran into this guy. We chit-chatted with him a little bit, and he told us that he was on his way out to the ranch too. Happy hunting, brother. And for the record, I am in no way sponsored or paid by Aguilar's Meat Market. It just happens to be one of my go-tos. They got some of the better prices, local brands, fresh as meat, good produce. I mean, what more could you want? But hey, that's just my opinion. As we made our way out to the checkout counter, I mentioned to Ben about this game processing store right next to Aguilar's. And I told him, hey man, let's go see what they're about.
I think you're going through here. No.
It's the office.
You go in there, you might not come out without any.
And denied. I'm actually really curious about this storefront. It just looks like a really cozy place, like a really cool hunter's cabin or something. We loaded up and headed towards Los Girasoles Ranch.
As you know, with Puro Pinche Cast and Blast, I said when I hit 10,000 followers on Facebook, I don't know why, I just kind of made it a thing. Like, hey, when I hit 10, well, I wanted to grow, right? Yeah. And you got to give your audience something to kind of like work towards, right? And I very much feel like the following that I have is, they're very much they're Puro Pinche Cast and Blast. Like, it's not Ben. I'm not selling anything. Like, Pinche Ben is not Puro Pinche Cast and Blast. It's the people out there living the lifestyle. But, yeah. I just want to share that experience with them and the journey. And I said when I hit 10,000 followers, I was going to launch a podcast. And here I am, dude. I hit the 10,000 and I'm like, oh man, now I got to do this, So there I am, dude, going and getting the equipment, setting it up,
dude,
and trying it.
That's a big deal, bro.
Hey, dude, thank you.
Yeah, I saw it last time and I was like, 10K?
Bro, it happened. I still remember making my thank you for hitting 100 followers. Like, wow. I mean, when I hit 100 followers, and you can ask people, I asked the ABV podcast group, what I mean? I was like, hey, what was more exciting, getting your first episode launched
or your 100th?
Or your 100th? Because if you think about it, like,
it's a milestone.
Milestones
right?
are that kind of excitement, and for me, I remember feeling just as excited for 100 followers as I did for 10K, you know what I mean? And that to me says a lot about
cool, man.
How your experience is going, but yeah, dude, I got there and now I'm going to launch this podcast, man, and I'm going to bring guys, fishing guides, hunting guides, and people in the cast and blast lifestyle that, can kind of contribute to other people. Like, tell me about real experiences. Tell me about that, and I see all these podcasts and I see all these videos and everything about these grand experiences. Like, like if you, follow you know, like that meat eater type thing, you know, and this guy's going on a mountain hike to go in this big, you know, crazy event. Well, that's not something I can relate to, you know what I mean? I'm a low fence hunter.
Right.
I don't have access to, you know, big high fence ranches and all that stuff. You know, for the most part, I'm getting invited out to, hey, come on.
You know, and a lot of us are like that, man.
Yeah, it's more relatable, you know. So I'm like, where's that podcast?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to launch the podcast and talk about those experiences.
And Ben wouldn't know it yet, but just in a few short months, all of these things that he's talking about during this interview come to fruition. You got the Cast and Blast podcast, and then later on went on to develop Cast and Blast Outfitters with Jimmy Trent.
Right. You know what? And I like that approach, man. I appreciate that because, like you said, it's relatable.
It's relatable. You know, it's raw. It's unedited.
Me, I would
you know,
care more about that.
Yeah.
Because I do like Meat Eater. I do.
Oh,
like
me too, dude. I watch every single episode, man. I
like it more when he's in South Texas, right? He's
me too.
He's like out in Alice or wherever.
Exactly,
he's at.
when he's hunting.
And I'm like, yes.
Yes.
Excellent. You know what? I hit them up, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah. I hit up Meat Eater and I was like, hey.
Him sitting there with some freaking Puro Mesquite on while he's in South Texas. He has to.
Well, I mean, the thing is with those guys, they have their own, what is it, First Light camo?
Yeah.
That apparel stuff that they have. Yeah, so, but I hit them up. I reached them out to them and offered our services, like, or at least our, you know, our apparel.
Yeah.
And they responded, bro. That was cool. I mean, it was a rejection.
Was it Steve Rennell?
Nah, it was like his buddy.
Assistant.
It was
no,
like
but that's cool. It's still in the team, yeah.
So I'll take it, man.
They're approachable. That means they're approachable. That's a big deal, dude.
Yes. Take us back to the beginning. Take us back to the origin of
it's fun talking about it because it started off, man, as a joke almost, like, you know, the whole catchiness of Puro Pinche, you know, cowboys, Puro Pinche, you know, all that stuff. We've been saying that forever.
And so for people that are possibly listening or watching this, what is Puro Pinche? Like, what is that?
So Puro Pinche is it's really like a South Texas slang if I had to translate it, right? Because that's what I know it from, right?
Yeah.
There's obviously different Spanish dialects and meanings of everything, right? But for us here in South Texas, it was like an adjective. We used it for like adding to another word, like give it more meaning, you know? Take for instance Puro Pinche Cowboys. You know, the Cowboys fans, it's die hard, all or nothing, right? And that's it. Puro Pinche Cowboys. So for us, it means kind of like nothing but, you know, nothing but. And for me, I used it for Cast and Blast. And Cast and Blast came from, I wanted to do fishing and hunting. Of course, you know, when you're trying to look for business names and all that stuff, a lot of stuff is taken, you know. And I wanted to incorporate both, so I wanted to have my South Texas slang and a little bit of Texan twang, and I put them together, and I got Puro Pinche Cast and Blast. Me and Chris Minton, you know, we're primo, man. We started the business together and the dream together. And we said when we're setting up in the booth and we're, you know, doing trade shows and stuff, when they go to Puro Pinche Cast and Blast, there's gonna be no doubt what they do. You know what I mean? Just cast and blast. You know, fishing and hunting. That's it. You know. The first thing was, I came up with like a design or a logo, and I kind of drew it up and said, hey man, can you digitize this for me so I can make like I just wanted it to be like my Facebook profile.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then when I did it, people were like, dang dude, can you send me I want that on a sticker. You know what I mean? I was like,
put it on a shirt.
Yeah, put it on a shirt. Let me wear it. You know, no, I want that on my truck. I want that on my boat. You know, and I started getting a little bit of oh, they want it. This is something that can be marketed, I guess, you know? So then I decided to, you know, let's put this on paper, man. And then the business came to a reality, and we started the LLC, and we started, you know, doing things e-commerce only. Then we had an opportunity to branch out and have a store open down in Corpus, North Padre Island. You know,
what year was this?
This was right before the pandemic, so it was 2018 to 2019.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 19 to 20, I think, because the pandemic hit what, 20?
20.
Yeah.
March,
so it was 19 to 20.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we got approached by the owner of the store, and he was just like, what it was it was a like one of those pack wrap and ship places.
Okay.
So my business partner kept going up to him, and he was like, hey, can you ship this out? Can you ship this out? Can you ship this out? And the guy was like,
what y'all doing?
What are you guys shipping, man? You know what I mean? He's like, I see the label, I see the stuff. So he's like, oh, we got a little e-commerce business. So he's showing it. Then COVID hit, and we basically just couldn't afford to keep the store open, you know? I was trying to decide what route I was going to do. Was I just going to throw it all away and go away from it completely, or, you know? So after having, you know, several conversations with you, Rain on it, and all that stuff, you know, it was actually good timing. You know, I needed to hear some of the things. Sometimes somebody's there to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, you know? And I will say this, that thanks to God, man, I'm full speed ahead, relaunching, trying to take this, the following and using that following to kind of pay back, right? All the money that I have made to from the store, you know, the e-commerce business has gone back into the business. You know,
yeah.
I'm sure you can appreciate that. You're just, you know, we haven't taken a dime from this. It's just going straight back into, like, you know, playing with new designs or
more
trying,
products. Yeah,
getting new things going. And, you know, I resell some things. You know, we do the Dove cord, we do the Ultimate Shotgun Rest, we do, you know, we've got relationships with other small businesses that we're reselling, so I got to pay for that to get it, to, you know, to sell it, you know. So it's always money going out, money coming in, right? It's a beautiful thing, you know, when you can. Oh man, that's good, dude.
Yeah, dude, they're going that way towards the ranch.
So it's a beautiful thing when you can feed your family from something that you harvested. I really do take a lot of enjoyment in that, and I also take a lot of pride in the fact that I can fill my freezer for my family, you know.
Right on.
And
so I mean, I know you're real humble when it comes to this, man, because you say there's nothing heroic about the service, but that's brave right there, man. Straight up, because I remember those times.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
It kind of reminded me of COVID, right? Where people are scared and people are they're afraid. There's a lot of stuff going on the news, and so here you are, maybe what, 19, 20 years old?
No, actually, I was 25. 25. So I joined late. That was the one thing. Most service guys join right out of high school.
Yeah,
I was not. I mean, I was in the.
Shoot, so you were already there.
Yeah, I was kind of experienced.
You were grown,
I had some experiences. So I didn't grow up in the military. I'll tell people that. You know? I'd already earned another man's respect and learned how to do that before I learned how to respect someone just because of rank or something. You know, so that was important to me. Was I had that going for me. But yeah, man, I saw it take off, and I saw how they were kind of like making the war essentially like pay-per-view, man. And I was like, man, I can't sit here and watch this. You know, I gotta do this. So I talked to my family, and they respected it, and we went. I went and signed my paperwork, and man, it kind of rolled in after that.
We got to the ranch with no major snags. We unpacked, and Robert welcomed us right in. In fact, he had some of his buddies already down at the range plinking, which for me was unexpected and quite honestly very welcomed.
You need to aim a little bit. You need to aim like at 2 o'clock. Or, man, I don't know where the wind comes from.
I think right here should hit it. Yep.
There it is. Dang.
That was cool, man.
How'd it go, brother?
That was fun, bro. I need one of those. Golly.
Huh? You got the sticker there? No, it's right here.
There you go, brother. You ain't missing. Nobody likes to show off, bro.
Here's the 3/8 one. That was a 1/4 inch.
It's all that garlic, baby.
That's
Give me,
it, bro.
Give me some ganas.
After plinking, we walked out into the ranch. The day had really cleared up. Let's see if we can get a dove or two.
More out there. Thanks,
There's
bro.
one. That's good.
Yeah. Mission accomplished, right? We said we wanted to shoot a dove.
I said 2, remember? I said,
yeah,
we could get a couple, 2.
We'll get a couple.
Yeah.
We'll get a couple.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful day, man.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a shed, bro. Dang, look at that thing, bro. Hombre, healthy as hell. That would have been a monster, bro. Dang.
Yeah, that's a good one, dude.
That's cool, bro.
Sin querer.
Right?
Found it there, man.
That's cool.
Right there. Perfect. Just like you, buddy.
You silver-tongued foxy.
Silver-haired. It's been one heck of a day, man.
Yeah.
Been really looking forward to this. I just want you to know it's been real fun.
Yeah, man.
It's a pleasure to
I can't thank
finally
you
hang
enough,
out.
brother.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, and man, just coming out here, having a wonderful day. I mean, honestly, bro, we started off with a rainy, cloudy, dark day.
Yeah.
And look at this beautiful evening. I mean, you just couldn't ask for a better night.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we made it happen because
Heck yeah, man.
we were about to freaking here, let's do that again.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
we were about to say, you know what, let's just go sit on the back patio, and we would have done that too.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
had a good
That was
time.
my plan C, man.
But I am definitely glad we got to come out here.
For sure.
Mission accomplished. We got a bird in the hand. Is
There you
worth
go,
two in
man.
the bush,
Heck
or
yeah,
what's the
dude.
word- What's it called?
Something like that.
Something like that. I mean, I'm gonna screw it up, but yeah, dude. Man, we're gonna do some great things, man. We're excited about taking the business to the next level, right? And I'm hoping that I can do that with the podcast. Puro Pinche Cast and Blast is gonna be launching the podcast so that we can get other entrepreneurs like yourself and other people out there that have their small businesses. And if you're a veteran-owned small business, hit me up. And you got something in the cast and blast industry, man, we can get some stuff lined up, and we should help each other. Come up, man, and let us know what kind of products you have or whatever, and we'll see if there's some future growth there. But I can tell you this, that Puro Pinche Cast and Blast is here to stay. I'm going to be taking this business to a whole new level. We're going to be coming out with some great products for you guys, some new designs, some new, any kind of gear where it could be a jacket. We're working on all kinds of stuff. And
That's
I
right.
just want to tell you that if it wasn't for having High Heat Outdoors in my corner, none of this would be possible, because one, you've been there to motivate me to stay in the game, and two, just your support alone and collaborating with me so that we can maybe collectively put something out there that the outdoorsman needs,
Yeah, man, for sure. Sorry, man. I can't help but to look at that.
They're out there.
They're right there. They just flew right over us.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
that's typical, right?
Yeah, man. It's a habit that I have. I'm talking to coworkers and I'm just like, yeah, man. And I'll stop and just check out the bird.
I do the same thing.
But-
I'm at football games. I'm watching
Yeah, man. But in
fly
all
over.
seriousness, yeah, man. I'm real excited too to, especially to look at this prototype right here.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. Got him. Woo! Excellent, brother.
Yeah, brother.
Well, let's dove hunt a little bit.
Yeah.
Yo, Puro Pinche Cast and Blast. Look them up.
High Heat Outdoors, man. Go check us out at puromezquite.com. You guys, you might be seeing some stuff like this on the lineup. You know what I mean? But hey, get that stuff. You guys are hunting South Texas. You shouldn't be having anything else on your body but puro mezquite.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
brother.
badass.
The dinner bell was ringing, and it was time to go. Ben and I took in a couple of the sights, and we headed out. I even did as I promised, and I took my monster antler shed down to the cabin, where I added it to Robert's collection. I know that my shed was the biggest, baddest thing there, right, Robert? Heck yeah. And it goes without saying, but dinner was excellent. Nothing like a 956 barbecue. Pura carnita asada. This is Delvis signing off. Be sure to check us out at www.puromezquite.com. Also, be sure and hit up Ben and Jimmy at www.castandblastoutfitters.com. Tell them D sent you. Intro music by Jaime Cisneros at JSick81. Thank you again to Robert from Girasoles Ranch. Thanks for hosting us, buddy. Couldn't have done this without you.